So great to see you, Maz. I loved all of those shows, and even going back to the thick of it, it was one of my favourites.
Oh,
Great. Just brilliant. Yeah. But The Life I Lead is really interesting because it is about the life of David Tomlinson, who, of course, played Mr. Banks in Mary Poppins. It's how we probably would know him.
Yeah,
best.
definitely. Yeah, that would be.
And that's about all I knew.
His face you'd be aware of. You wouldn't necessarily know his name, or he was in Adams in Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
So how do you portray that on stage? And it is just you, of course, up there.
It is just
so
me,
that,
yes.
It's intense.
It is, yeah. Well, I mean, through doing sort of stand-up and stuff, I'm used to that experience of being on your own on stage for an hour, 2 hours. But that thing of trying to be somebody else, and of course, theatre is just harder. You know, there's sort of moments when you've got to be standing in a particular place because a light's going to come on there or a sound cue is going to come on. You can't just sort of faff about and forget what you're talking about and go and have a glass of water.
Is that what stand-up is, really?
Faffing about. Yeah, it's moaning about things that weren't quite as amusing in real life as they sound on stage.
Well, we talk about Balamory there as well.
Go on,
and all of this
I know you're a big fan of that.
Well, look, you can't knock it because I'm afraid you say the word and everyone kind of knows someone from Balamory. It definitely was. Oh, my goodness, look at that picture.
Who would be ashamed of that?
Do you think back fondly of those days?
Do you know what? I had dinner in Glasgow last week with my friend Juliet, who played Edie McCready, the bus driver.
My goodness,
very sensible, very sober evening. I do. It was really fun. I mean, I didn't look it, but I was 22, and it was just sort of fun, really. I mean, I was still at university, and God, that is actually after a while it does start to hurt my eyes. I did. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, was it 15 years ago or something? But these things.
Well, it's funny you say about being 22, but you're actually turning. Is it 40 this year?
Yeah, very soon.
But you say that you felt like you've been that age forever.
Oh, easily, yeah. I'm sort of slowly, my actual age is slowly meeting my sort of the age that my demeanour has been set at since about...
You've grown into yourself.
15, yeah. I remember Frankie Boyle once saying, I knew him since I was about 20, about 20, younger than that, and him saying, when he first met me, I didn't just seem really old, but I also seemed like a time traveller. I wasn't just old, I was old from another era, yeah.
That's really old.
yeah, properly old, yeah, Moses.
But again, alongside Balamory, of course, one of the ultimate positions you'd like to hold would be a Bond villain.
Yeah.
So we're going to go from children's stuff to all the way up into the Bond.
Yeah.
I can see it, to be fair.
Can you?
I can.
Can you see my sort of sense of my evil?
We worked this up earlier. We thought that was quite becoming.
Yeah, I'd be very happy with that. Yeah,
wouldn't you?
Absolutely. I mean, probably what happened is I was doing a phone interview with the Salisbury Advertiser or something, and they said, "What would you like to do?" But I do like playing, like being sort of bad, really, in sort of like older period stuff. Then I don't mind. But I think in the modern age, like the really evil people do happen to be the people that look and sound like me and have my background. They do seem to be the people that do the most damage. So in that sense, it's not too much of a leap.
Try to go under the radar.
Yeah.
It's the one you've got to watch.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you could call up your friend George Clooney. I'm sure he knows someone somewhere that can make this happen.
Yes. I remember this was a film called The Monuments Men that I had. I've done about 16 or 17 films, so I sort of briefly pop up and disappear. And that was one of them. I remember being it was in Germany, so I was in the trailer in this place in sort of East Berlin where like Fritz Lang made Metropolis and stuff. Incredible. And it's in this trailer, and I was thinking, I had a day off before, just sort of plodding about and meeting other actors and having fun. And then suddenly it was his voice. I heard his voice and it hadn't occurred to me what a distinctive voice he has, this kind of caramelly wood smoke kind of thing. And I thought, well, that's him. And he's just wandering around outside saying, has anyone seen my other shirt? Completely sort of normal stuff. There he is. For the first half hour, I was absolutely terrified. And then after a while, you think, oh, everyone's just at work.
Yeah.
That's all that's happening. Day. Everyone's just at work. And I am meant to be here because they've asked me to be here. They've had days to tell me it was an administrative error. That hasn't happened. And then you kind of relax. But he was really... I mean, he was producing and directing and writing it or whatever, so he was sort of heavily involved, obviously. But he also, there was something wrong on the lighting, and he and I... We just chatted at one point about 45 minutes, and at the end of it, someone came over and went, what were you talking about? And of course, a few minutes into that, you've just sort of relaxed.
It's just George. Well, 45 minutes of a chat with a Hollywood star equals friendship. So there you go.
Well, I'm not sure if people see it that way, but yeah.
We do, Miles. That's how it rolls. Anyway, great to see you, Miles. And like we say, The Life I Lead, it's at the Wyndham Theatre from the 16th of September to the 21st.
That's right, yeah. And Bath and Cambridge before that.